Nowadays, society is constantly exposed to various messages that could either shape or shift an individual's identity. This is important because everyone goes through various life stages from early childhood to emerging adulthood. However, how does an individual navigate through the tricky waters of media stereotyping? In this presentation, it will be discussing the three main importance of media representation, how roles can either break boundaries or victimize people, and building media literacy. Media literacy subtly impacts individuals through various ways that people are unaware of. The importance of having media representation can best lie within the LGBTQIA plus community. Thompson, 2010, ultimately violence is a tool which maintains belief that there are two most critical socializing forces in a boy's life: homophobia, the hatred of gay men who are stereotyped as feminine, or those men who are believed to be gay as well, as being the fear of being perceived as gay, and misogyny, the hatred of women. Page 679. This is important because when a boy is not taught about the importance of human sexuality and sexual education, it can cause them to think negatively of those who do not fit into the binary system, more so that it is important of their perception of it. Characters in the media like Nate Jacobs from Euphoria is a textbook definition of a heterosexual male who gaslights and poses negative stereotypes on LGBT individuals. A real-life example is Andrew Tate. He's considered an influential person to young boys. However, this belief stems from patronizing women and instilling misogynistic ideas that women are inferior. With 2009, this seems to be the most fundamental requirement for manhood. Early in life, most boys learn they must not think, act, or feel like girls. And women, any male who shows sensitivity or vulnerability, likely to be called a sissy, a crybaby, a mamazoid, or a wimp. Page 174. One of the major breakthroughs when it comes to boundary breaking is dating applications. The reason why is because they converge both the difficulty of dating new people with social media. Women are typically large targets of being sent unsolicited messages from men when they are first matched. Sobrush and Humphreys, 2021. The latter often elicits and further writings of men probably caused by masculinity threat of rejection, while the witty improvisation broadly challenges toxic masculinity, found that women develop strategies such as reporting inappropriate behavior, blocking or matching their male matches, and minimizing their personal disclosures to reduce harassing experiences to stay safe. Page 3. This is important because they deploy strategies to mediate themselves from toxic masculine men in a barrier. Some dating apps can pose predatory behavior. Blackwell et al., 2015. Similarly, Chris noted that for him, Grindr itself is sexualized, saying he does not understand why people use it to make friends or find dates. Page 1128. This is important because Grindr's user interface is primarily composed of categories, ways to sexualize people into categories. And imagery is like comparing users to a market where their profiles are elaborately chosen to be picked based on appearances. Media literacy is important because it helps individuals navigate through messages in the media. Duck McMahon, 2021. Media literacy is the ability to access and interpret and evaluate media products. Page 2026. This is important because it helps understand and decipher common misconceptions and stereotypes that generalizes individuals. Ways to assess this is to always assess and reflect on the resources when an individual does this. It helps question fragmented media. Plum, 2006. According to the social-cultural theory, this to learn about students use technology in the classroom, albeit in a different format. Page 10:54.